Okay. I think we got it figured out. OBS did not crash. Thank goodness. Hello, everybody. Oh, man. Art and coffee time. Got my musics. Everywhere has been notified that I'm going live. I'm running OBS in safe mode, so we'll see how this goes. I have no idea. No idea how it's gonna work. Ugh. I had someone waiting in the lobby. If you are tuning in, please say hello. What is that? I don't know. Something just went through, a charge just went through that I am unfamiliar with. So I may have to check that out here in a little bit. My iPad's very bright right now. Just a second here. Oh, look at that underglow. Just like, yeah, I did turn the screen sharing off because I am looking at some notifications, and some of those notifications may be sensitive because of my wife. I know we've been talking about passports and stuff, so all right, let's go back to there we go, back to the screen. Way less bright on my face. My kids are all still asleep, which is really strange. Like, they weren't up super late last night, but I told them, yeah, we're staying home tomorrow, and they're like, oh, yay, we're gonna sleep in forever. I'm like, yes, please sleep in forever. Not forever. That sounded really dark in hindsight. I don't want my kids to sleep forever. That is bad. But if they want to sleep in today, that is good. That does mean that when they wake up, I will probably have to take a quick break to feed them. Gotta feed and water the children, you know. Alright, so for today, what do I want to do? Do I want to work on... Well, I think I want to work on some gestures before I get straight into this painting. Jinx! We have a kitten named Jinx, and she is very lovey. Like, she will not stay out of my lap. Little kitten. Oh. Yes. Alright. Before my train of thought got derailed, I was looking for my drawing glove, and I need more coffee. So I'm gonna do the coffee and stuff. I think that's fair, right? That's fair. It's art coffee, so I need coffee to do the art. So I'll be right back. Be right back with some coffee and hopefully a drawing glove. Oh, I got my new drawing gloves in. I'll show them off. It's a silly thing to be excited about, but I'm excited about it. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got one of my old drawing gloves out instead of my new drawing glove. That just will not do. Alright. New drawing glove has this piece that goes across my palm, not just from the fingers to the wrist. So the fit is much nicer. It's not baggy and annoying. Like I said, super nerdy to get excited about. But it's also got a much thicker material, so I don't accidentally activate the screen with my palm anymore, which Apple's pretty good about not doing that anyway, but now it's even better. So, I got my coffee. Yes. Transition back here, just in case there's something on my sketchbook. No, there's... Let's pull my sketchbooks up. We'll go to my gestures sketchbook. And I am going to... Let's get my little thing working. Go full screen, got my sketchbook. Oh, I've been doing these Earthsworld portraits lately, which are so much fun. So much fun. So yeah, I'm gonna warm up with some of those sketches here in just a second. Okay. Let's get gesture drawing pulled up, actually. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Gesture drawing. Yeah, I'm kind of unorganized today. I'm okay with that. Let's do 2-minute gestures, select a folder, Earthsworld. Now, this is, yeah, I need to talk about Earthsworld. So my mentor, Lane, great dude, put me onto Earthsworld. So Earthsworld is, it's like a photo blog of a person named Earth, that's their actual name, who takes photos, like candid photos of people at county fairs across the United States. And those county fair photos are amazing. Uh-oh, all right, I did mess up. All right. I was very worried there for a moment. But these candid photos at county fairs are absolutely amazing for gesture. Because all of these people, sounds mean, but all of these people are already very much caricatures. Like, they look like caricatures of real people, but they are real people. It's awesome. All right, let's transition. There we go. All right, so now you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, my boy child has arisen. Hello, boy child. You awake? Did you sleep good? Did you sleep hard? Your mohawk is looking just fantastic right now. Alright. Getting everything set up. But yeah, these Earthsworld portraits have been unimaginably fun to do. Let's see. Yeah, I want to use mechanical pencils for gestures today. Huh?
I watch TV and do the G-bar.
Yeah. Yeah, give me just a second. Alright, I gotta turn the television on for the sun. Let's go back to this. Roku. Yeah, our dog ate our Roku remote. Some of you may be familiar with our dog. I have mentioned it in the past that he is a giant German Shepherd. There you go, dude. You'll have to turn the computer on. It's set up for the computer, so you'll have to turn the computer on because the computer has gone to sleep. So you'll have to use the keyboard and stuff. Turn it on. Get up there and turn it. Push the buttons. There you go. You're doing good. He is still asleep. You need to let your dog out too. I don't know how he's gonna function. We'll see. Alright. Let's go back to the screen. Here we go. Alright. I think we're ready. So the next Earth's World portrait that pops up, we're gonna be drawing. Yeah, it's so much fun doing these because, like I said, most of these people look like caricatures already. It's great. It's wild and wacky and fun. Yeah, I downloaded a bunch of these, and yeah, it's been great. Oof. It's much more comfortable. So, what was I gonna say? I said so, and then lost that train of thought pretty quickly, huh? This guy looks like he has just not had a good time at the fair. I think I was going to say something along the lines of gesturing faces is a just really phenomenal way to warm up. And I've finally gotten pretty confident at capturing what looks like a pretty close likeness fairly quickly. And it mostly boils down to getting these corner landmarks of the face all lined up. So looking for what this shape is on each individual face, and you can really capture a likeness pretty quickly. Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun.
Yesterday I had a zebra and I went down.
What, son?
Yesterday I had a zebra and I went down.
Mommy probably ate it. Probably. I don't know. We'll see.
Can I have one of these instead?
Oh, buddy.
One of these instead.
I don't care. That's fine. Hey, what's up, paper bag? Well, thank you. You are number one. I don't know what that means. But congratulations on being number one. Maybe that's the first comment of the stream. We'll take that as what it means. Well, welcome from Vale's Art Castle. Hopefully you're having a good time in the community. Overhand grip is not serving me well on this one. I ran out of time to do much. Thank you. I'm glad. I am glad that I am making stuff that at least resonates a little bit. Sure, why not? I'll I'll do a portrait gesture of the back of some guy's head. Actually, that's not a bad challenge because, like, how can I make this read as the back of some guy's head? with oh man. So there's like a transition area where there's some overlap and you get like a clear silhouette of the bald. And I respect the bald, by the way. You know, I mean look, I am the bald. This guy reminds me of my dad. Hanging on to hope, you know, rocking the skullet. And yes, my dad had a skullet. He was a mountain man. So does this read? Is the question. Yeah, I inherited my dad's full head of hair. I just accepted that that was the way of the world. Dude's got some really broad shoulders. I may have made him a little too broad, but there we go. Does that read as a bald guy from behind? I don't know. There's not much of a face to gesture there. But why not? I'll see if I can communicate what's happening anyway. Oh yeah, so kids sleeping in. My son's obviously awake now, but that was actually a really good segue into what I wanted to talk about today, which I completely forgot to talk about. Go figure. But yeah, I last week was talking a lot about the career growth pause, which I was okay with. But after the live stream, I was like, I mean, yeah, accepting reality is important, but like, how can I continue to grow at least a little bit over the summer with my kids, and you know, it's a question that I already had an answer to. I just had to put some actual thought into it, and uh, after putting some thought into it, I mean, how to communicate that anyway? Like, how could I communicate it to everybody else? It really boils down to just figuring out what your minimums are. Like, what's the most you could do on your very worst day? If you can figure that out, then there's lots of emojis popping up. But if you can figure out what the most you can do on your very worst day is, and then just keep stacking those things, it makes life a lot easier. Best book I ever read on it was Essentialism by Greg McEwen. It was an awesome read. And he did a follow-up book called Effortless, which was also really awesome. I like to think of sort of the 80-20 of it. Oh, I'll type it. It's his two books, Essentialism and Effortless. I really ran out of time on that one. That's okay. I got my warm... Oh, no, I am definitely doing this guy. Holy crap. Why would I miss this opportunity? Like I said, caricatures already. You don't have to try super hard to... get, like, a way oversized ear. The chin coming down, the eyes kind of close together, and the nose. Oh, the nose is epic. And I say that, like, actually, like, this is an awesome nose. Like, I have a big nose, and I respect this guy for just owning that nose, that giant honking nose. So the beauty of these Earth's World portraits is that it really builds your visual library. Like, how can you Oh, all right. From memory, that's what I got. I got distracted for a second. All right. Trying to think of how that nose looked. That's what I got. I don't know if that's accurate or not at this point, but that's what I got. But yeah, those Earth's World things, freaking awesome. All right. So before I get, actually, I could probably let's go. Boop, ba-da-boop, ba-da-boop, ba-da-boop. All right. So next up, we've got that's the background. That's character mixed with some background. Let's actually get some of that. Where it's supposed to be. Cut and paste. And then merge those two. So this was a lot of fun to, oh, I don't need Earth's World anymore. Just gonna close gesture drawing. Yeah. Okay, it disappeared. Transition. I did a transition that you couldn't see. Ha ha ha. This one was a lot of fun. So my son and I started playing Dragonbane, and we made our characters. I'm playing a Mallard thief base class. Well, class, base, job, background, I think is how they describe it, Dragonbane. And then my son wanted to play a dwarf, like ranger base job. And in order to help him like really get into this mindset of playing a character, I wanted to draw his character for him. So on Sunday, that's what we did. We sat down and sketched it all out. It was tons of fun, and I'll just go through the time lapse of it because it's kind of funny, the transitions that we went through. So tried a more action-packed pose. Ended up getting the face drawn in. Really trying to push that proportion of like big head, smaller body for a dwarf. Didn't like the pose. He didn't like the pose. I didn't like the pose. It didn't show off enough of the characters. I was like, all right, let's just do like a neutral standing pose, or maybe like an action ready pose. We didn't like any of those. And he was like, I want him shooting his bow. I was like, well, there's like one pose that really works for that, and Nintendo figured that out a long time ago, so we just went with the classic Zelda shooting a bow pose. My son's a lefty, so I've been flipping this back and forth, and I was like, alright, well, the bow needs to go on the right hand, or he needs to be shooting the bow right-handed, the sword, or his little dagger needs to be, you know, where he can draw it with his right hand, and I was like, wait a second. My son is a lefty, so let's make the character a lefty. So I flipped it over, which is the way, did not realize this, but everything prior to Breath of the Wild, Link has always been a left-handed character. Breath of the Wild, they switched him to a right-handed character. I was like, that is interesting. But yeah, put a few hours into this on Sunday, and like once the sketch was nailed down, I went ahead, did some clean line art, and today I am going to go ahead and color this. Like I think I'm gonna do a slightly different approach to my regular. So I'm just gonna do flat colors for now, like a comic book illustration. So I'm gonna do flats and make it look very grainy and maybe marker-ish. I don't know. And then we'll see. I mean, I didn't realize it until I was looking at all of the Ocarina of Time splash art, and I was like, he is holding his bow as a lefty. And then I was thinking about, so let me see if I can find gameplay of Zelda 64, as it was so affectionately called back in the day. Let's not get rid of the music. But I'm pretty certain. Yeah, like he's always holding the sword in his left hand. In all of that old splash art, and even gameplay, he holds his shield on the right and his sword on the left. Yeah, like I put so many hours into that game, and I never ever really thought about, wait a second, Link's a lefty. But yeah, in looking at the lore of it, I was like, holy crap, Link is a lefty. Link has always been a lefty apparently, and I had no idea. Alright, so my son did want this character to be like crazy. Like he was like, let's make it a video game dwarf. I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, I want him to be wearing like a big controller on his necklace. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I did have to tame him a little bit with the character design, but yeah, we got through it. Like, this is sort of a fantasy setting, bud. Like, we'll do crazy things though. I'll let you do some crazy things, like let's do some neon on him somewhere. So I'm thinking of this as more of a commission rather than like, oh, this is going to be a finished personal illustration. So I'm allowing some of the crazy in because it's fun. For a little bit of context, my son is 8, so everything. What?
Yours out.
Yes, mine is out. Wait, am I back? I am back. Using my hotspot for a moment. Hey everyone. Sorry about that. I think I'm back online. Testing. Alright, if you're still here, just say, yeah, I see you, or something. Now my cat's unplugged my modem. Trying to get, I'm using my phone's hotspot right now. Oh, T-Mobile. There we go. Switch back. Oh, our air droid died. Alright, air droid, let's reconnect. Come on. You can do it. It's the middle of summer. It is not Christmas.
Why would it just
Properties? No, it is not Christmas for a long time. Okay, so I don't want to... What? Properties. Sure. Save the changes. Ah. Oh, I need to move it. Is that what's going on? Yes, okay. Ah. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about the craziness going on with our internet. Alright, transition. How does that look, everybody? Can you... I guess I should... Let's pull up the control panel on YouTube. Yeah, it takes a while to get set up, especially when things go haywire, and I have to get reset up. No bueno. Alright. So, what was I about to do? I honestly don't remember. There seems to be something wrong with the network, it says. What in the world is happening? Curses. May a pox fall upon my cats. No idea what's going on. Disconnected. Okay. Check your network. Okay. Let's switch back to... Alright. Bear with me for a moment. Start broadcast. Start broadcast. Fantastic. Okay. Transition. There we go. I am currently live with the iPad. And this is why I call the kittens the shittens. What? Oh. My son was repeating what I said. Alright, so for those of you who are still with me, I apologize for all of the stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm about to strangle some cats, though. Not really. I might just toss them in a bedroom or something and let them fight in there. Sebastian Pure. Yes, he has named his character Sebastian. Okay. Now, got my colors picked out. My son has his colors picked out. So, let's just work on putting in some base colors for Sebastian. So, sort of a dark, well, I'm going local values first, so I'm aiming for pretty much everything like right at 50%. Some things I'll have a lighter local value than others, but for the most part, aiming for 50% local values. I really hope that... Okay, I'm still live and stuff, maybe? What am I using? Oh. Okay, let's go... Actually, let's see what it all looks like if I do like some of this Bonero brush sketchbook marker for everything. Trying to think of the best approach to do this. So I am thinking, oh, alright. So one thing I do not like about my MacBook right now is that it, not my MacBook, my iPad. My iPad has been glitching a little bit lately in certain areas of the screen. And I am not able to fix it. So it's like the sensor just stops picking up randomly. What do I want to use for eraser? We'll just go with the classic brush on there. Just to give it some rough edges. But yeah, the iPad is not being as reliable as it should, and I half joked with my wife. I was like, well, it's time to upgrade. Really want that M4 iPad with the nano texture. That'd just be really nice. Don't need the really expensive one, just the kind of expensive one with the 1 terabyte. Just the 1 terabyte. Don't need the 2 terabyte. Just the 1 terabyte. It's only like $1,700. If I get it refurbished. Oh, now the dog wants out. Should have done that while I was waiting on the internet to come back. So why am I coloring like this? Well, especially with the malfunctioning Apple Pencil iPad, this lets me block in a large area of color quickly and erase what I don't need, which especially where this brush coloring over color is, I really don't want it to be dark. It's an awesome brush. I love the texture of it. Why did it die again? Am I disconnected again? What is happening? Alright, I may need... Fraba. Did I get disconnected? I'm going back to YouTube's control panel and see what's going on, because OBS is just, well, not just OBS. Between OBS and AirDroid, I'm not having a good time on the stream today, everybody. I am not having a good time on the stream. It's making my eye twitch. Alright, so I'm just gonna pull up my Be Right Back screen. I'm still here and you can still hear me. But yeah. Alright, you won't get to see my eye twitches. My live control. Okay. Now it's saying no data. And now it's back. I don't know what's happening. Okay. All right, everybody. I do greatly apologize for everything that has happened on today's stream. it is very frustrating. Um, and looking at my live control. All right, I am currently live, but man, it is not seeing the chat in OBS, and my connection keeps dropping in and out today. Um, like I keep losing connection from OBS to YouTube, as well as connection between my iPad and OBS. So I can't stream my artwork consistently. Now you can see my camera okay, and you can probably hear my dog. So I'll be right back one more time, and then I'll at least sit and chat for a minute, because that's the whole point of this thing, is to drink coffee, make art, and have a good time with my audience. So I'm gonna let my dog outside. I'll be right back. All right. Oh man. So, good morning to everyone who has joined in, and I'm probably not going to stay on here for too horribly much longer, because like I said, I'm kind of frustrated with my internet. It's not doing the things that I need it to do for today's live stream, and that makes me sad. But I can still chat. Yeah, so after last week's stream, after last week's stream, I was thinking about everything that I talked about, like putting my career on pause, being okay with that, and like just understanding that this was a season of my life and not something permanent. I'm still really feeling that, but I had to stop and ask myself. I was like, but I'm an artist, and like I'm trying to make a career out of this. So what can I do to make it? What's up? Me? Stop. Yeah. Sorry, I am not gonna be streaming my actual painting today, because my internet's being extra, but I am gonna go ahead and chat while I draw, and hopefully before next week's stream I can get this issue resolved. Yeah, I'm painting my son's Dragonbane character. I also need to start doing some more art fight revenges. That is something that I intend to do today, because I have the time. And catch up on some of my mentorship exercises. So much to do, which, yeah, that's sort of the point that I was trying to get around to. Like, how do I actually keep moving forward with my art practice while I'm so overwhelmed with stuff? Like, I'm tired. I've got 3 kids, I've got business, and I'm transitioning my career. So how can I keep up with all of that? Understanding that this summer I have to be lazy, air quotes lazy. Like I just don't have the bandwidth to be super high octane in my output. So how am I going to do that? And my answer to that is to focus on the smallest amount of work that I can to keep my momentum moving forward. Like embarrassingly small. What is my embarrassingly small answer to this really tough question? And for the most part, that means like 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day on whatever project it is that I need to be working on is usually enough to at least maintain what I need to maintain. Even if I'm not like making leaps and bounds forward, I can maintain my goals and stuff with 5 minutes a day. So that's really what I'm focused on, is 5 minutes a day whenever I freaking can, because any more than that and I'm gonna burn out like crazy. So yeah, 5 minutes a day, that's the big one. What else? Also stacking stuff whenever I can. So how can I really stack things together so that I can maybe get a little more bandwidth out of myself? So, for instance, how can I get art with my kids? And this is a good example of that. So on Sunday, my son and I sat down and made his Dragonbane character. So I got to make art while I was hanging out with my family. And in a way that was fun for my family too. Like I wasn't ignoring my son. I wasn't ignoring my kids. I was having fun with them, and we got to do some really fun stuff. In my opinion, I think my son had fun. You better have had fun. So that's another answer to the question, how do you make art when you're super tired, overwhelmed, angry? You find a way to stack it with something that you're already wanting to do. And that tends to really magically give you more time, if that makes sense. I mean, it's not actually giving you more time, but it sure feels like it if you're able to combine things that you care about. You can stack it all together and make a lot more progress on multiple things than you could on one alone.
We have to wait. I mean, wait, you get exact. Oh, fast. No, you're slow. Fast. Alright, you're going slow. That's slow now. This is fast. No.
So those are my two answers that are too easy for the problem. So minimums and stacking. If you can do both of those things, are probably in pretty good shape in terms of
Oh, there comes the chicken train. No.
making decisions that
Yeah.
help you accomplish your
The
goals
train picked me
while
up.
you set good priorities. Actually, priorities. There's another good one. So I actually made a list of like, what are the priorities in my life? Because I'm a thinker like that. I put it all down, and family is number one. So if it screws with my family time too much, I'll just say no to it regardless.
Help! Help! Don't jump. Don't jump at all.
It started to do the thing that I didn't want it to do.
You're still burnt. You got a sunburn. Oh my god.
Race with current
You
brush.
got a sunburn. Two sunburns.
No. Alright. Yeah, my iPad's irritating me now.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna have to put everything down for a moment and hang out here. Oh, so stacking things. That's another way that you can magically get more time. For instance, doing a live stream while I draw and paint. This is a thing that I was going to do anyway. So, why not make progress doing the things that I enjoy doing? Finding kids. Alright, they're all cracking me up now.
Keep on moving away. You're slow.
Yeah,
Jump. Jump.
my train of thought has been so derailed by all of the interruptions this morning and the frustrations. I am not sure how to recover.
Sorry. That's the part control. Wipe my feet crossed.
Does anyone else have an iPad that is like randomly... So, my Apple Pencil is skipping it in certain parts of the screen. Not all the time, but often enough that it's very inconvenient. Especially whenever I have a brush like this one that, like, let's go to the Monero sketchbook. Oh, buy all of Itai Monero's brushes because they're really that good. So Monero sketchbook. Where is it?
That's right. You don't have to go first. Yes. To get on the train. Wait, we almost got in the bucket. I want in the bucket. Okay, I'll try. Oh my god. It's so hard. Come on, my
Sketchbook experience. There it is.
train. I'm trying so hard to get in a bucket.
I don't know if I've updated the software or not.
The little strawberry. Get in the bucket. Or little. I got it. Okay, Harper. Good job. Oh, you're dancing.
I wonder if I smudge with an ink wash. What would happen if I did that?
You're dancing. Oh my god. That's sweet.
Yes. Alright, cool. I found out how to preserve some of the texture while smudging.
No, that's jump.
Cool. Especially if I like stamp smudge.
Don't press nothing. Just have a fun time.
Perfect. Alright.
Finish. You have to jump out. Looks like a thunderstorm.
I mean, I think I keep mine up to date. I have an auto update.
Look at you.
Yeah.
This is your face. The carrot is not having
I just realized how boring this stream must be.
Carrot is not having fun. Looks sick.
If you need brushes, let me know. Well, you're supposed to buy your own brushes, so me sharing my brushes with you is technically not a good thing. Technically. More isn't always better though. Like I have too many brushes. I have my favorite set, and then I buy everything that Monero produces. Because they're that good. They really are that good. I do have like a small fortune in my brush library. Need to update some of my Monero brushes. You have my favorites pack thing too, don't you?
You need to wash yourself, Harper. I love how they're just giving
You know some of my favorite, I can't even show you. You don't? Okay. Okay. You and I are gonna have a conversation.
Okay, Verizon doesn't. Harper, when are you gonna get off?
Yeah, we need to have a conversation.
No.
I'll hit you up on Discord. Stupid cats. That's where it all started. The cats. The cats are the ones that disconnected the internet. And it hasn't been behaving ever since.
No, the apple got a sunburn.
But, let's go back to some early Bud Light commercials and scary movie.
And are like
I am not cooking anymore. I gave up on cooking because internet / cat / small child issues, so I gave up. So I've just been talking for a little bit.
the parents can't catch you. They don't
Like I kept getting disconnected and reconnected. It's been a
and then
mess.
they kept trying to get you in the
I don't understand what these crowns are next to people's names. Like, do you guys see the crowns too? I think it's like the order in which you have chatted. I haven't seen that one. But yeah, I gave up cooking. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so many carrots.
That's also interesting. I didn't know YouTube was doing that. Like they're really trying to push the interaction, which I'm totally cool with. I need the interaction right now because I'm surrounded by children all day, and I don't adult much. I did go to a friend's house for the celebrating 4th of July, and that was interesting. I had to take my kids with me, so it was a friendly adult party, like kid-friendly adult party. But they had like $5,000 or $6,000 worth of fireworks. It was insane. Like it was the biggest home fireworks show I have ever been to. Like it was not a home fireworks show. It was a fireworks show that they did at home.
And they will see you.
But yeah, that was the last adulting that I did, like with other adults. And my kids were miserable by the end of it. They're like, it's too loud. I'm like, that's because we're right underneath where the fireworks are exploding and there's no traffic. And it was way past their bedtime by the time the show was over with. Yeah. I don't know. I'm meandering all over the place. I can't think straight. It's It's a lot today, so I think I'm gonna call it a little early, especially since I can't stream reliably right now from my iPad. So this is extra boring, just sitting here watching me sit and talk. But yeah. On that note, take it easy, everybody. I'm sorry for the chaos of today's stream. It was definitely different. I do need to get a whiteboard so that I can just squeak all over it as a backup. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing to do, I think. Or I could set up my... Well, no, that we're live on Wi-Fi too, I think. Or it might be... It might be Bluetooth. I might be able to, like, use my phone as a overhead camera. Or my iPad. That'd be kind of cool. Just film my iPad while I draw. I think that's an option. I don't know how viable of an option that is. But yeah, I did make a little bit of coloring progress on this cool dwarf ranger today. And, oh, you can sort of see what I mean by a matte. Like, I don't have a high gloss screen protector. I have a matte glass screen protector that really mimics the nano texture of the M4 iPad. 1 terabyte nut bottles. But I think what I'm going to do is just talk my wife into letting me get an M4 iPad 1 terabyte with the nano texture glass. That would be awesome. Yeah. All right. Rambling so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go feed my kids and get some breakfast myself. All I've had is coffee, and my kids haven't had any real food. So I'm gonna go feed kids and do a lot more art today. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the chaos. And until next week, which is hopefully going to be smoother, keep drawing, painting, writing, singing, dancing. What's up? We'll talk then. Oh, and visit JoshJ.blog to sign up for my stuff. Yeah. Shameless plug. All right, take it easy, everybody.